Let's see. Oh my god, this is perfect. This is Chinese perfection, DHS perfection. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hello my friends and welcome. I am Thomas Kousioris, the owner of GRE78.tv channel, and I will present you what we do after we have finished gluing our DHS Hurricane Free Neo pre-boosted and boosted 4 times rubbers onto our W968 blade. As you can see, our blade has been resting, I would say, in the best machine, the revolution-free Racket Press. This is the one I will show you right now. This is the one, revolution-free Racket Press, and this is the weight of the blade that we had. The blade, of course, is number 7. The weight is 89.91 grams. This is the weight measured 2 days basically ago, and after we implemented our racket, and after we connected, we glued the Hurricane Free Neo rubbers that we boosted 4 times. And remember that the Hurricane Free Neo rubbers come factory pre-boosted once and glued. And after we did reboost them for 4 times using the black Haifu Seamoon booster. And as you can see here, the total weight is 196.87 grams. This was the weight 2 days ago, around 2 days ago. And what is the purpose of this video is basically to explain you the tricks and what you do after you finish the process of gluing. And as you know, this has to do only with the DHS tacky national or hurricane free Neo rubbers. Basically, this video has to do only with the DHS tacky rubbers and nothing else. So, as you have noticed, our racket is still in the racket press, and what I will do is basically I will take the seat off. I will remove the seat, the factory attached seat from the blade, and I will then check the weight and how good the gluing process has been completed, and also I will check the tackiness. Remember that the blade you are about to see is the W968 blade. This is the original blade made for Ma Long, and basically this is the best blade for me as far as tacky Chinese rubbers have to do, and still being used by the national team. This is the blade of the golden Ma Long era, we would say. He used it from 2015 to 2020-21, and after the Tokyo Olympics, DHS did a special version, but this is the secret weapon of Ma Long. And as Zhang Jike stated recently, the only way to win tournaments and to withstand the pressure of your opponents is being able to develop the best forehand possible, and that's why this blade is mostly forehand oriented, and of course it doesn't lack a lot in the backhand department, but this is the weapon of Ma Long, the greatest of all times. So let's go in this analysis As you can see here, my friends, we have our W968 blade. Yes, this is the original W968 Ma Long version with the serial number. This is very important to know that all the original DHS W968 rubbers and also blades do have serial numbers, but they are according to DHS. But as far as the blade handle, as you can see here, it has a reference number that goes into this blade. It is very important to know that you always have to look around if your blades and your rubbers have serial or reference numbers, so you have to make sure that they are original. Okay, so the W968, which is one of the most expensive blades in the industry, if not the most expensive, this is the best blade ever made as far as Chinese tacky rubbers have to do, and this blade has been used from Ma Long from 2015 up to 2020-21, and of course after the Tokyo Olympic Games and the second consecutive win in the Olympic Games of Ma Long, DHS produced some other blades, golden blades, so-called, but the W968, the new version of this blade, is mostly backhand oriented and matches more styles like of Lindsey Dong and players that are mostly trying to finish and mostly confident with their backhands. But as you all know, and as great Zhang Jike said some days ago, the only way to become a world champion is only if you have a very, very strong forehand. And this is what Ma Long had. This is what Zhang Jike has. Their biggest benefit is the strong forehand and the strong forehand technique. This is exactly the same thing that gave to Calderano the edge and won in the recent World Cup. And this is exactly the same reason why, my friends, Zhang Jike recently won his first World Championship. So, as you know, most of the times, very rarely we will see on top in a big tournament, Olympics or World Cup or World Championships, a player who has only strong backhand. And the aim basically is to have a very strong forehand. Now, as you can see, this blade already been rested in our revolution-free Racket Press, perfect machine. Congratulations to the creators and the persons who invented this very useful Racket Press item. And here, as you can see, this is the blade. As I said earlier, I have written number 7 in order for me to know and to be able to reference it with the serial number in the handle. I have finished with this blade and basically implementing this blade around 2 days ago, and as you can see, I have some measurements, and the blade, the weight of the blade was 89.91 grams, and after I finished implementing my rubbers onto the blade, and before I place the rubber in the racket press, the total weight of the blade of the racket fully implemented was 196.87 grams. So, let me explain you a little bit. I am using DHS tacky rubbers. The blade, as we said earlier, is W968 DHS, the original version of Ma Long. It is very important to know that what you see in our channel is original and there is not something fake or something that has not been tested from me definitely in all the tutorials. So, the blade is W968 from DHS, the original one, the Ma Long version, used from 2015 to 2020-21. The rubbers are the tacky Chinese rubbers, hurricane-free Neo Ma Long rubbers. These rubbers have come from the factory already pre-boosted and glued, ready to be glued without any further boosting if you want onto your blade. And they do come in a firmly attached plastic seat that makes sure no air goes inside and they stay in the best shape as possible. So after I removed the plastic seat, not the plastic seat cover of the rubber, after I removed the rubbers from the whole plastic bag, I would say better, I did boost them 4 times. I did boost 4 times both the red and the black rubber, the black-blue rubbers. And after I finished boosting, around 3 months afterwards, I glued them and I created also a tutorial in English. You can watch and see it in the link below. So it is very important before you see this video, or if you want a deeper analysis, to visit the link in the video that you will see in order to understand the whole process. After I finished the process, I left for around 2 days the racket in the revolution-free racket press, and today I will demonstrate you what happens and what I do next and how I check the tackiness. We will do a test of ball later, and how I unscrew the racket press in order to remove the racket from the racket press machine, and also how the change affects how the weight of this has been affected. What I mean, we measured 196.87 grams 2 days ago, so let's see what has happened with the overall weight, has been increased or not, and how our weight will change after we remove the plastic protective sheet from each side. So we will check these small but very, very important differences, and then we will finish by checking to see how tacky these rubbers that have been boosted 4 times have become. So as you can see now, I'm getting ready to see how our blade has been developed after around 2 days. Here we are unscrewing our racket press, and here is what our blade looks like. We are talking about perfection. As you can see, my friends, look, this is the blade, to see how well it looks like. Okay, this is an original video, again with my own unique style, and as you can see, this is the plastic sheet you never remove if you don't want to use the blade, which means that basically if we didn't want to use this blade, okay, and as you can see around, I move it slowly, it's perfect, no problems with gluing or anything. If I didn't want to use this blade, then I could leave it like it in a case, and then I would be able to use it after a few months without even losing anything, because all the secret is in this sheet attached. This is what keeps the tackiness. I said it to a lot of my tutorials. This plastic sheet that you see with the wrinkles, this is the secret of the tackiness, and it's very important to know and to understand and believe that this is a perfect blade. This is a blade that I would say in the correct hands has the ability to win championships, and I'm still learning it after 5 years. So I have great knowledge of this blade, but I'm learning it every single day. But I love it, and I have plenty of them because I know that sometimes it's difficult to find them, and if something happens you always need, as Daniel Tziokas said to me, you need a lot of blades. So these are the plastic sheets that will be used after we take away our plastic sheet here, and these Nittaku ones are in order to make sure that the tackiness is not going to go away. And of course these are non-adhesive. I will also share with you some secrets as well here. If, for example, you want your rubbers after a long time that you have played with them and you don't have time and you want to refresh them, then you have to remember there is this great liquid, bio rubber cleaner, and this restores the grip and extends rubber's life. I am using it, this is again from the people that they have created the Revolution number 3 Racket Press, the one you see here. This is perfect, okay? And I am using this sometimes when I need to clean it before the games and give this extra edge, or most of the times I use it, to tell you the truth, after 20-25 hours of gameplay, or training. The maximum rubber's estimated life is 50 hours, but because you see the DHS rubbers are really tacky, it's better to change them after around 30 hours, or to clean them to extend a little bit the life, but never go in a tournament with played more than 30 hours with these rubbers, because you are in danger of losing the tackiness mid-game. These, I would say, are the best tacky rubbers in the world, and if you train a lot of serves like I do daily, then you can feel it, you can feel the extra touch, And of course, if you are playing strong forehand to forehand and mid to long distance, then you can feel that there is something extraordinary regarding these awesome rubbers and blade as well. So congratulations to DHS about it. And of course, Butterfly is close behind with these tacky rubbers they have introduced in the last years, but I have to say that as far as tacky Chinese rubbers have to do, and tacky rubbers in general, DHS definitely with the black blue sponge has the edge up to now. So always remember that you can place, if you don't want to use this after you have finished your process and you have removed it from the revolution free, okay, this is the revolution free. After you have removed your blade from the revolution free, always remember that if you don't want to play with it for 1 week or some months, you can place it in your case, okay, and you can make sure that you have it somewhere, like in this very nice case, you see, and you can leave it there, wait for you, as you just saw. But for now, because I'm going to be using it today, this is not going to happen. But always remember that it is necessary to have a case if you don't use it, so after storing it somewhere where is not so much sun and is a good, really good atmosphere and conditions. Okay, so you place it in your bag and you leave it there, safe, for when the time has come for you to play your game. Now, always remember to write every single detail like I do. I will explain you later. As you can see, we will write together some details as well. Now it's time, my friends, to remove the plastic sheet. And how we do it, okay? Have a look. This is the time, okay? As you can see, this is the black blue plastic sheet. You can see how firmly it has been attached, okay? And this is the red side, very sticky, as you can see. And now, of course, you can see our rubber, perfect. It doesn't have a single problem either in during cutting process. It has been firmly attached, the rubbers, onto the blade. And what we're going to check now, we're going to check by using our ball. I have here our DHS ball. As you can see, we are going to check and see the tackiness. So let's see how tacky our blade has become, okay? Let's see. Oh my god, this is perfect. This is Chinese perfection, DHS perfection. Unbelievable. 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 This is Chinese perfection, my friends. Also, my friends, as you can see, this is our blade. Because I removed the plastic sheet, we can measure the weight of the plastic sheet ourselves to see is 2 grams. So, after I removed the firmly attached plastic sheet from our blade, I come here and I measure the weight, and the weight is 2 grams. So you can have a look also, you can have a close look. This is the weight, is 2 grams. So basically this is the total weight of firmly attached plastic sheets, which means basically that if we measure our blade now, 194.56. So the weight of our DHS blade, I write this down as well. And I write the date as well, 2 days basically after, and 2 grams is the sheet. So basically what we have to understand is that we had 196.87 grams, and the weight we had measured 2 days ago was with the firmly attached rubber sheet. So this would give us today 196.56 grams. So basically we are talking that we have 0.something grams less. This is the correct thing, because the glue has been, I would say, disappeared a little bit after the effects of and the process of staying around 2 days in the Racket revolution-free Racket Press. So the glue difference is neglectable, I would say, but it is important to see that it has been absorbed in a way from either the weather conditions or the blade itself, and due to the fact that now everything is dry in the blade and the glue and the rubbers, there is a very small neglectable difference between the total weight. So the weight, for example, would be 194.87 grams 2 days ago, and the weight now is 194.56 grams. Okay, so this is a very deep analysis and very important for you to know. What we do in our channel is reality, my friends, and I tell you a lot of secrets that have to do, so we definitely need your support. Please comment, like and subscribe, and if you want, become a member. We have a lot of prices depending on your budget, and also subscribe, like, comment regarding this video. So let's see now how to use these protective sheets correctly. You will see my hands and how I use them in order to protect my blade. Okay, so wait a minute and you will see, my friends, how we do it. It is really important to know every single detail. Okay, so the first thing you have to remember is that if this is your black side, always it's preferable you use the Nittaku, you can see. And what Nittaku has achieved, and it's very important to know, these are non-adhesive, and look how good quality these are. Look here, my friends, okay? And this is what happens. This is how you will attach the dark color to the black side, okay? So you start from here, and with your hand symbol like this, you are done. And what you do afterwards, you go here and with the scissor, okay, you slowly cut it like this. I think you can understand how I do it, easy. Okay, so this is our one side is perfect and definitely protected for a long time, okay? And we will do the same thing for the other side, the red side. Again, we will remove the cover, as you can see again, okay? And here it is. We will place it onto the red side like this, okay? You can see. We will put our hand. That's why I do this video, also to see how we do. And again, similar in style and similar in way, you will so this is our blade ready. As you can see, this is the cover for the red side, and this is the cover for the red side, and this is the cover for the black and blue side, okay? So, as you saw, this is our blade. Thank you for watching this video, my friends. I hope you really like the analysis behind the DHS W968 blades and the rubbers, of course. The rubbers, as we said, come pre-boosted from the factory. We boosted them 4 times. We did the process of gluing the rubbers onto the blade, the W968 DHS blade. So we did the process of gluing the pre-boosted ones rubbers. We boosted them 4 times and then we glued them 2 times onto our blade, and we used one glue on each side of the blade. There is a very analytical video in English for all of you with love, and I really hope you enjoyed this analysis. Sorry for the style of these videos, I am alone, but I believe that a lot of things are better when are original and in a unique style. So I really hope everybody has a nice tournament. The tournament is closing by in the end of this week. Huge tournament in the Greek Hellenic Table Tennis Association, in the Hellenic Peace and Friendship Stadium in Greece, in Piraeus, and a lot of people will be there playing. I will be playing doubles as well as singles as well, and I am ready, and I really hope to see you, and I really hope all of us will have a really nice battle, and I will be using my Chinese choice, the choice I have been using for the last 5 years. Thank you very much for your love, thank you for your support. Please comment, like and subscribe, and if you have time, also please share these videos, and if you can afford it, it's not very expensive I believe, you can join and become a member. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, thank you.